Buongiorno, welcome back to my channel. Today is a little bit different, as you can see, because today I am going to show you how I declutter my wardrobe. 5 years ago, I was in a place in my life that I needed desperately to declutter because I just moved. We had so many stuff and little space. So I read the famous book by Marie Kondo, and this book literally changed my life. And since then, I never looked back. Every year, I go through my house and I apply that method and get rid of a lot of stuff. Of course, now I don't get rid of so many stuff that I did when I first applied the method, and I will try to insert some videos of my first declutter, because it was actually then that I started to think about doing YouTube. It took me a lot of time to finally get there, but anyway, here we are. I will divide this video and will leave timestamps of each section so you can skip ahead to the parts that you are mostly interested in. So I will start by explaining just briefly what is the Konmari method for those who don't know it. Then I will mention the general rules for clothes and what I actually apply and what I don't, because I did some tweaks on the method, I have to admit, and made it more suitable for me. So the first time I did the Konmari method, I followed her rules to every detail. Now I don't do that anymore because with the years I discovered that some rules just don't work out for me. So after explaining the rules, I will then show you how I declutter and go through the process. And at the end of the video, as I said, I will tell you what I learned, because each time I apply the Konmari method and declutter, I always learn something new. Big disclaimer, the declutter I did quite a while ago, so I am filming only the introduction today. So you will see me with winter clothes. Well, not winter, but early spring clothes, let's say. And you will see me like in a big mess, so be prepared. I also was quite sick when I was filming that video. So I didn't feel really well and I was on a medicine, and I noticed then when I was editing the video that my whole body was a little bit, how you call it, it's like a balloon. So if you want to see me totally natural in quite a mess, then this video is definitely for you. So let's start by what is the Konmari method. Mainly it's a method to declutter your house that a famous Japanese woman called Marie Kondo invented. It became an international sensation. Everybody was talking about this method 5 to 7 years ago. All YouTube was about this method. She even has her own Netflix series. I watched a couple of episodes, and I have to say that what I didn't like about the series is that she doesn't really explain the method. So if you are interested in the method, then definitely I would encourage you to buy her book. There she goes in details about how to apply the method and what is the method all about. She claims in the book that this method is revolutionary, not only because of how you declutter, but because it will have permanent effect on your life. And she goes into depth and in details and examples about how many people changed their lives after applying that method. They changed work or got a divorce or had a more clearer vision of what they want from life. Now, this part I personally can tell you that it applies to me. It did not change my life in that sense, but it definitely made me a better consumer and made me know exactly what I love, which is actually a big deal. A lot of people think that they know what they love, but actually going through that method, you will be surprised of actually what you really love, not what you like, what you love. Because the main criteria for her to keep the stuff is that it must spark joy. So the idea is that you will have a house that is filled only with stuff that spark joy in your heart. And I have to say that it was quite difficult for me the first time I decluttered to actually know what sparks joy. And she advised, and I would also advise you to do the same if you are interested, is number one, to start by your closet, so by your clothes. And the reason that she gives is that these are the stuff that you are wearing every day, close to your body, so it's easier for you to know what sparks joy. And if you find trouble in defining what stuff really sparks joy for you, is to pick 2 or 3 items that are just, let's say, if you, because you don't know what spark joy is, the best in your wardrobe. Stuff that when you look, you are happy and feel what that is. And this is exactly what spark joy is. Now, this is quite a tough criteria if you really apply it, because you will be surprised of how many things that you think you really like or love, but they don't arrive to that category. So imagine your house filled only with stuff that really sparks joy. Definitely it does change something, because I personally, especially when it comes to my wardrobe, I found it revolutionary. Every time I opened my closet before, I was depressed. And it took me a long time to get ready because I didn't know what to wear. And if I choose something, but I don't have that to go with it. It was a real pain for me to get ready in the morning. And when I first did that method, oh my God, I sometimes opened the closet just to look at it because it was so beautiful to me and I was so happy. So definitely this part, at least for me, came true. Now when it comes to the whole house, not so much. Maybe for other people it did. For me, not so much, because we have just moved to this house and a lot of stuff was not ready yet. So it was only, I think, a bedroom and the kitchen. Yeah, bedroom, kitchen and the bathroom that was completely ready. So it was kind of a mess and a lot of stuff was not there and no spaces to put my stuff in. And also I don't live alone, so I have my husband, I have my son. So it is not exactly what she says. It's because you live with other people and sometimes life is not so easy. Let's put it like that. Anyway, let's get to the rules. So as I said, she divides your house by categories and she recommends following these categories in order. And the first category for her is the wardrobe, as I said, because it's the easiest category. So when it comes to the wardrobe and how she declutters in general, usually when we declutter, we just go by room or by closet. She recommends something totally different. Again, I totally agree, and that is to take that category from your whole house and put it in one place. And the reason why is, number one, so you have a visual idea of how many stuff you have, and sometimes you can be surprised. And then put this category in one place only. So no clothes in one room and some in another room. No, you have one category in one place. So when you search for something, you have it ready in one place, organized. Now, this rule I kind of follow and I'm kind of not. But if you have the chance, I would highly recommend you follow that rule. It's really easy to find your stuff, to know what you are missing or what you need. Next rule, in this category, so when it comes to clothes, you have, after putting everything out, you have to divide them in categories. So you go category by category. So first, the tops. And she recommends that because it's the one that is the closest to you, which makes sense actually. And then the rest of the categories. And you also have to go through it in one go. Now, this is something that is not always practical because, you know, you have a job, you have kids, you have other stuff to do in your life. And sometimes you have so many stuff that it's really, really difficult to do it. But I would recommend you do it in one go, because it's like a flow. You get a hang of the process. If you cut in the middle and then return it, it is not the same, I have to admit. But again, if it's impossible, it's impossible. Do what you can. Another very important rule that again I totally agree with is that you don't think where you put the stuff when you take it out or when you are decluttering. You just focus on what you love, what sparks joy, and that's it. When you are finished, then you can think where to put it. And that brings us to organizing. So after decluttering, and you have only the stuff that sparks joy in your heart, then you start to put it in one place, so in your wardrobe. And she has a whole system of how to organize the stuff, and she recommends folding and not hanging. I am not going to go through that today. If you are interested, maybe I can show you, but today we are just focused on decluttering. I will also show you at the end result and how my wardrobe now looks like. So putting everything together, that also means that you will put winter and summer clothes in the same place, and I highly recommend that for sure. And a very, very important rule to follow is not to fool yourself. So don't take the things that you decluttered and just put them in the garage or give them to your mom to store or in, I don't know, in another house. No. You have to declutter. So what you want to sell, what you want to gift, what is going for charity or in the garbage. Do what you need to do to get rid of them from your life, not only your house. Very important. Anyway, now when it comes to me, as I said, do not follow to the T, the Konmari method, especially when it comes to clothes. When I first decluttered 5 years ago, I took literally everything that doesn't spark joy, and it was more than 80% of my wardrobe. Yes, shocking. But I was kind of a hoarder when it comes to clothes. I love fashion and clothes, so I kept a lot of stuff. And I do regret some stuff because some stuff are just useful. And it's very hard for them to spark joy in my heart. So I don't know, socks, especially sportswear, they are mostly useful stuff. It's very hard for me to hold them and feel joy, at least for me. So when I got rid of them, her recommendation is to then go and buy what sparks joy. But after 2 years, I discovered that I desperately need this stuff and I didn't find anything that sparks joy. So I had to buy again stuff that don't spark joy, but I just need in my life. She actually has a solution for this, is to try for these items to spark joy. Doesn't really work. So this is the part where I don't follow her. So socks, sportswear, t-shirts, like white t-shirts. It's very difficult for me for a white t-shirt to spark joy in my heart, So anyway, these stuff I just keep and that's it. Another thing is that she also recommends to get rid of the stuff that doesn't fit you. So you have to use your stuff. And I also don't follow that rule. Unfortunately, during the pandemic, I gained so much weight. I am quite ashamed. I gained 25 kilos, yes. And for that, I have a lot of stuff because I continue to gain weight. So I buy new clothes and then gain again and buy new clothes. And I ended up with so many clothes. And the majority doesn't fit me. So when I did my declutter and started to focus on buying stuff that really sparks joy, I was left with, let's say, a very reduced amount of clothes, but are definitely enough, and all of them spark joy in my heart. So I was in a bliss, let's say, for quite a while. But then, as I said, with the pandemic and I gained weight and I started to buy, and with gaining weight, as you all know, at least here in Italy, it's really difficult to find plus size clothes that are beautiful. Unfortunately, this is the reality. So I started to buy even if I don't really like it, just because I need them. And that brings me to another very important step. So my whole life I fluctuate in my weight. Never arrived to this ever. This is definitely something that I never arrived before. 25 kilos, no. But I had kind of a 10 kilos that I go back and forth, and I just can't continuously buy new clothes. So I actually keep some that don't fit me, so when I lose weight I can wear them, so because I love them and they spark joy, but I just can't wear them. However, I always put it in a separate place away from my eyes, because when I go through my wardrobe I want to see only stuff that I can wear. Now I may keep 1 or 2 items for motivational reasons. I did that before. So I have this dress that I can't wait to wear, so it motivates me to lose weight and fit in that dress. Now I am not interested actually in losing my weight now. Shocker, yes, because I can't handle that stress now in my life. Unfortunately, I have to prioritize some stuff and I just can't. So I am not going to try to lose weight in the coming future. I know I may regret it, but it is what it is now in my life, and I have to focus on what is my priorities now. I would love to lose weight, but not now. Anyway, that was quite a long introduction. I'm so sorry. Now let's get to the declutter. First, I am going to go through my closet so you can see. And honestly, most of my closet is a big mess. I am actually a little bit ashamed of how my closet looks like. So as you can see, these are the only stuff that I have. I also have 3 trousers here. So here are my dresses, and honestly, there are some that I should put away because I can't fit in them anymore. Then here are my jackets, and mostly the jackets that I have here I don't fit in anymore, which is a shame because I love jackets and blazers and this stuff. Then of course my perfume collection. Then I have sportswears, nightgowns. Here I have tops, and then my underwears. So I will pull out all these stuff that are in the closet now on the bed. So everything is going to be together, and we'll divide them by dresses, jackets, tops, underwear, everything separated. I'm not going to go through my bags or my shoes or even jewelry because I am not feeling well today. If I have the energy, I will, but I don't think so. So I'm going to put everything out first, sort them, and then think about which one I want to keep and which one I want to declutter. I finally did it. Everything is empty. I took everything out. The only thing that I didn't take out are these stuff here. These are mostly memory, photo albums, these kind of stuff. So I'm not going to touch these. Also because I don't know where to store them until I get to them, because sentimental things Konmari puts in the last category because they are the most difficult part to go through, and I totally agree. This is painful actually to go through. So everything is out, and as I said, 90% of these stuff don't even fit me, which is a big shame, but it is what it is. Now I am going to sort them into categories and then go through every single item and decide if I want to keep it or not. So, sorting my clothes, I faced a little bit of a dilemma because I had no space on my bed to sort them. So, I just sorted them in the closet, and then I will take each category on the bed and go through it. I didn't even sort everything because there are like accessories, scarves, underwear, belts, hats, all that stuff is here and it's taking a lot of space. So I will just take each category on the bed and then go through them. Every time I Konmari, I am shocked. This time I'm not shocked by the amount because I did expect a lot of clothes, because in the last 2 years I kept on buying stuff because I continued to gain weight. Every couple of months I had to buy new clothes. So this is why I have so many clothes. But I am shocked of the amount of pajamas and nightgowns that I have. All this part are just pajamas and nightgowns, and practically I need 4, let's stretch it 5 for each season, so 10, and here I have at least 25 maybe. I don't know, I didn't count them, but a lot. Maybe I need in the summer more, so I will stretch it and give it a 12 or 13. Yeah, let's give it a 12 or 13 pieces, and I don't need more. So this is the part where I was a little bit shocked. I also was shocked by the amount of jackets that I have. Can you imagine how much? Of course, these include also like sport jackets. So this is my skiing jacket and hiking jackets, all these stuff. But still, it's too many jackets here. And the funny thing that I think only one jacket I can wear from all these that still fit me. I have to be honest, I'm a little bit upset. I would love to lose some weight, but practically it's not one of my priorities. It was always my priority for the longest time. No, for the majority of my life, actually. I prioritized my weight. I was obsessed going on the scale each morning. And now, no, I'm over it. I'm over it. I am done struggling. I am done with this constant fight with myself. It's not something that I want to go through now. I have other things to focus on. Once I feel I have the strength to go through that, I will go through it. So I will start with my tops. This is usually dresses and tops are the easiest category to do because usually the stuff that you love are usually in these two categories. So I will go through them and then get a hang of it so I can go through the rest quite quickly. So that went actually smoother than I thought. So I have a pile here. This is my definitely yes pile. Of course, it has some stuff that I actually can't wear. Then there is maybe stuff. So these are mainly stuff, or I'm not sure how I feel about them, or are more useful stuff. So I'm going to go through now the maybe pile and divide it in yes or no. Then I will take the yes pile and divide it by the things that I actually can wear and the stuff that unfortunately I can't. And maybe I will show you some items that were very easy for me to decide because these are just so beautiful to me and I absolutely love them that I didn't have to think twice about. So let me show you a few items that was very, very easy for me to say yes to. For example, this one. Oh, I love this one, and I didn't even had the chance to really wear it. I bought it before the pandemic was, I think, 2 or 3 months, so I maybe wore it twice. The next one, oh my god, I love this one because I love the back. This top here, it has this open back here. Oh, love, love, love this one. This one I did wear quite a lot. Then the only t-shirt I would say that I absolutely adore, that just sparks joy for me, is this one. I love the color, I love the small detail. It was quite an expensive one, but I absolutely love it. Also this top, oh, I adore this top. It's just beautiful. This one I did wear a little bit, but also not much. What else? This I did wear only twice. Love this top. Love everything about this top. And I only wore it twice. It's a shame. Then, oh, I love this one. Oh, this is my absolute favorite. I love it so much. Actually, now that I am looking, I mostly love this brand here, Morgan. 3 of my top picks here are from this brand. So, that says something. Unfortunately, they don't do big sizes. And by doing this declutter, another revelation, all the stuff that is actually my size, nothing of it really sparks joy for me. And the reason why I find that most brands really disrespect plus size women. Really. If you imagine, you will find plus size items only very cheap. There are some brands that have plus size, or even there are some brands that are dedicated to plus size women. But for me, these are ugly. Can you do beautiful clothes for plus size women? It's for me utterly disrespectful. But anyway, it is what it is. Here is the pile that doesn't fit me anymore, but I can't get rid of any of these. I love them, and only these are the stuff that actually fits. So let me show you quickly 2 of my absolute favorite items. This dress I absolutely adore, and I never wore it, not even once, but I love this dress. So this one is definitely one of these dresses that I would put in my closet to encourage myself to lose weight. The next one is again a Morgan, and this is the dress. Oh, love this one. Absolute favorite of mine, and I didn't wear it much. Anyway, sad story. Also, this black dress from Mango. Love the cut. Absolutely love it. One of my favorite dresses. So I actually have only one dress that I bought recently that I can wear now. So yeah, from all these, only one dress. finished everything. This is the pile that I can wear. I have to admit, a lot of this stuff I actually don't want, but I have to stick with it because I have no alternative. And I know even if I go shopping, it's very difficult to find my size. Even if I do, it's not probably a thing that I would love, so I will just stick with the things that I have. When I do find an alternative, I will get rid of it. Here, this pile, it's a big one, yes, I know, are the stuff that I want to keep that don't fit me. I usually go through it again when I start to put everything in its place. So these stuff are going into the closet in the hallway, and honestly, I do have to throw away some because the closet is not going to take all of that stuff. It's too much. So definitely a big chunk of this will go again into the declutter bin. Then we have here 2 big declutter bins with everything inside. Usually I end up with an extra bag at the end when I go through everything. As I said again, when I put everything in its place, and so usually another pile will be added, not from the pile that I kept and is my size, but definitely from the pile of the stuff that don't fit me anymore. I'm exhausted, but mainly because I don't feel very well. I don't know what's happening. So now what I'm going to do is clean this closet and the one in the hallway, and then go through the rest. I'm not sure that I am going to go through bags and shoes, but definitely the rest I have to do. So see you in a while. I finished and I actually took out more than I expected. I got rid of all that. So this is everything that I don't want anymore. I still didn't get to the rest here. And I have something, I don't know if I should share it or not. But I got so emotional in the mid of this, like, declutter, and I started crying and just throwing stuff. And in my mind, the whole time I was like, I'm tired, I'm tired. And I kept on saying, I want to be myself, I want to be myself. I have no idea what's going on. Am I having a nervous breakdown? I don't know. I'm just so tired. And I am fighting with myself not to get rid of all of that. All of the stuff that actually fits me. I can't just go and buy a whole wardrobe from zero. I know on the Konmari method that will be the ideal thing, because obviously these stuff don't give me any joy. But since I know the reality of it, it's not like I'm going to the stores and I'm going to find something that I actually like. I know a lot of people tell me, you are picky. I learned from the Konmari method what I love. So I am good at that now, that to distinguish what I love from what I don't love. The thing is that since I am like that and so picky, it's so difficult for me to find something. And as I said before, I am evolving. I am in a phase of my life where I am discovering myself again. And in a part I did, but not completely. And I don't know what to do. And I'm tired of even thinking about it. The only things that I know is that I don't want all of that. I just want to get rid of it. I don't want it in front of my eyes. I don't want it in my life. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know. So practically the stuff that gives me joy is a little pile that I now have in my closet in the hallway that don't fit me anymore. So maybe you would say, okay, this is a push for you to lose weight. As I said, I'm not sure that I can handle the stress of it now. I am already very stressed, and I just can't add another thing to think about all the time, continuously. I'm just tired. I think Now, if I go ahead and do the same with my fragrances, oh my god, it will be a massacre. It will definitely be a massacre. You will find maybe 5. And as much as I'm tempted actually to do it, thank God that I can't because I'm so tired. I don't even know what will remain. It can be even less than 5 fragrances. Sorry about this rambling and my meltdown practically. I will now continue through the rest and then try to hold myself from throwing all the stuff that I actually need. It will be quite a task because I'm going to hate myself. Actually, I am already hating myself because I want to put that in my closet. Okay, anyway, see you in a while. So let me show you my wardrobe now. As you can see, I put everything only in these 2 parts of my wardrobe. This is for my husband, and this part I decided to keep empty of clothes, so it will be full of my fragrances, my samples, all that stuff. And I decided, since I don't have so many clothes, to dedicate these 2 for my clothes. So here I have my skirts and cardigans. Top, the only one that I have now clean and also ironed is this one. And at the end, my jeans or pants. I have maybe 15, around 15 items that either are in the wash or need to be ironed, so they are not here. Then here I have all the long stuff I have here. So my dresses mainly. This is my coat. So you didn't see me declutter still my bags and shoes because I have a dedicated video which I don't know if I am going to upload or not. So I'm going to show you, spoiler alert, the final result. So I have my bags here. Now, I don't want to keep my bags in this way because I want to do like a shelf here, a long one, where I have 1 shelf for each bag. I find it will be aesthetically pleasing this way. Now for these, this is just temporary. I have here all flip-flops, ballerinas, and these here because I can't fit them anywhere else. Of course, these are not my only shoes. The other one are in the other, this part here. So here are other shoes, and I definitely need another one of these. Say hello. He decided to jump here. Pushy, pushy, pushy. He loves to jump here. I don't know why. He likes it here. And every time he sees me open the closet, he just jumps and sits here. Yes. Anyway, let's return. So here I have my underwears and other stuff. Then here, these are winter tops. Then long sleeve t-shirts. And this is my leggings. Of course, I have more, but they are all in the wash. And then I have here my winter pajamas and my summer ones. Of course, I have again more. This is my bathing suit and my scarves. And then, as you can see, I do a lot of sports now. I have nothing. I have only accessories for sports. So these are for my swim. When I swim, these are just stuff that I use when I go hiking. And here I have my sports socks and also some gloves. And these are hair bands that I got when I did the Camino de Santiago. These are my shampoo and stuff when I go to swim. And this is my rain coat for hiking. So, this is everything. This is everything. As you can see, I don't have a lot. And all the stuff that doesn't fit me anymore, I put in a closet in the hallway. So this is the end result. Of course, my closet was much more bigger than that in the past. I had much more clothes. So of course I am missing a lot of items. For example, leggings. I need more leggings. I love leggings. And I also need some t-shirts. So what I do when I do the Konmari method is that I have a pen and paper always beside me, and I write what I need so I don't forget. And also what I learned this time is to figure out an amount of each item that I need. So for example, let's say bras. I figured out this time that I need at least 9 bras. Jeans, I am totally okay, but I definitely need more tops. So this one, so definitely this is another item that is on my wish list. And the same goes for actually each category that I go through. So that was it. That was me decluttering or Konmaring my closet. I know it's not my usual content here on YouTube, but I hope you liked it. And if you did, please give it a thumb up and consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the next one. Ciao!